The perfect antagonist is seen as someone who opposes the protagonist on every front. Their moral values are different, they see the world differently, their way of achieving their goals are different, and most importantly, their taste in food is different. Yes, we are talking about the one, the maybe, possibly, only, Marshall D. Teach. Before we talk about Blackbeard though, let's talk about what me, a dumbass on the internet, thinks makes a perfect antagonist. After hours of careful research, and by that I mean I'm making this up as I go, here's what I got. Firstly, the character has to some degree, be the opposite of the protagonist. Their views of the world are different, and how they go about achieving their dream has to be different. Speaking of dreams, that brings me up to the next point. A good antagonist should have a dream that makes the protagonist achieving their dreams impossible. Whether it be directly opposing the protagonist or having the same dream as the character, the antagonist's dream should oppose the protagonist's. The third thing that makes a good antagonist is the antagonist gives off a sense of unease. Something about them makes the readers uncomfortable. As we see with Blackbeard, a lot of things make me uncomfortable, especially that necklace. That looks exactly like the necklaces I got from birthday parties when I was 2. The final factor to a perfect antagonist is the relationship with the protagonist. If they truly manage to change the protagonist. Wow. I sounded like I knew shit here. Anyway, back to the dough supplier to the donut factory. Blackbeard as a character is unique in every sense of the word. Not always for the best though, what is that fashion sense? But he is without a doubt one of, if not the greatest antagonist I've ever seen. And it all starts way back at his intro, way back in chapter 223. Blackbeard's introduction has been praised time and time again for being one of the most unique introductions, but I think not many people truly understand how great it is. For one, we immediately see how he views the world completely differently from Luffy, through the greatest mechanism for comparing worldviews. Food. And I'm not even joking, like the divide between pineapple and non-pineapple on pizza people is crazy. But back to One Piece. Through their interaction at the pie shop, we immediately see the divide form between the two. Luffy hates the cherry pie and loves to drink, while Blackbeard, well, he's the complete opposite. Through this, we see how they are already at odds with each other, and that Blackbeard's taste buds massively vary from Luffy. Like Blackbeard. Massive. A massive waste of space. Following their argument over food, we get the second key part of what makes an antagonist so good, their dream. Blackbeard's speech about dreams was strangely inspirational. Like, I didn't think this man had it in him to be inspirational, but here we are. Then again, I didn't think I'd ever feel sad for someone who, on paper, sounds like they would be on my strange addiction. Blackbeard's speech captures so many important things about his character, and whether Oda intended it or not, he has one of the best introductions ever. Immediately we see how he's very passionate about following his dreams, and that he believes dreams have no end. His insane passion towards his dream also makes it subtly clear that he'd go through any lengths for his dream, whether it be killing his brother, or his other brother, or threatening to kill his brother's brother, or killing his dad. Why'd this dude hate his family so much? I think another aspect of Blackbeard's speech that was overlooked is the one line. Every man who wants to be a first-rate man will encounter a time when there's no reason to fight back. This line shows just how cunning he is. He immediately shows that he isn't always going to run into things head first, and that there will be times when he doesn't have to fight to get what he wants. Reminds you of something he does? Smoothest transition you've ever seen into his plan. Blackbeard's plan to get Whitebeard's devil fruit is genuinely one of the scariest things in One Piece. It started off when he was a child and he foresaw the future to such an extent that he managed to piss off 2 Yonkos, the entire world government, and every single Ace fan ever, and still get away with it. In fact, he got away with it with a much stronger crew, the status of a Yonko, and a new devil fruit, but more on that later. His ability to plan things out in years in advance is another thing that makes him opposite to Luffy. He thinks. Luffy doesn't. Blackbeard's brain is one of the scariest things in One Piece, which makes him a perfect antagonist as he's extremely eerie. Speaking of things that make him eerie, let's talk about his second devil fruit. Quite possibly the biggest and creepiest mystery of One Piece is the fact that Blackbeard can have 2 devil fruits. Literally no one knows how he does it, which makes him infinitely more creepy. His 2 extremely powerful devil fruits make every reader feel uneasy when he shows up. Though, to be fair, there are a lot more reasons for why he makes us feel uneasy. Blackbeard's ability to quite literally break the world of One Piece makes him one of the greatest antagonists I've ever seen. Not only can he quite literally break the world, haha, get it, but he can also think so far ahead that at this point, he's the Oda of the world of One Piece. It has been 0 days since I've praised Oda, truly living up to my title as a One Piece fan. This all brings me to my next point, his dream of becoming the, well, something. Only in One Piece can you read 1,000+ chapters and still not know what one of the major antagonists of One Piece wants. Blackbeard's dream has never been specified, meaning that the 2 major theories are King of Pirates and King of the World. Regardless of what he wants, him achieving his dream means that Luffy won't achieve his fabled dream. This is another reason why Blackbeard is so damn scary. He's directly pitted against Luffy, meaning that fans have to pick a side. Furthermore, wow, that's a smart-ass word. I didn't think I could say that. Blackbeard goes about achieving his dream in a completely different way from Luffy. He doesn't mind killing a few people or sacrificing thousands of lives in a war in order for him to get what he wants. This even extends to how he goes about assembling his crew. He gets together powerful people with amazing devil fruits to form an army capable of taking down anything, whereas Luffy just wants people who can shit. For real though, Luffy just wants things that are interesting to him and he doesn't really care about their strength. He just wants to make friends. Luffy is happy and he makes you feel happy, and Blackbeard is, well, he's happy, but he makes you feel like you should lock your doors and close your windows. This all finally boils down to my final reason, Blackbeard's relationship with Luffy. Not like that, not like that! Blackbeard's relationship with Luffy is one of the best protagonist-antagonist relationship I've ever seen. Luffy's usually happy and enjoys life, but there are times where we see how his rage overtakes him. These are usually after someone hurts his friend or keeps food away from others. He's a funny guy sometimes. My point is, Blackbeard killed his brother. Blackbeard is one of the few characters left who makes Luffy extremely angry by... Angry? I'm keeping that in. Extremely angry by just seeing him. We saw this at Impel Down, and it's obvious that Luffy still hates Blackbeard. I have no doubts that Luffy would kill Blackbeard, which is something that doesn't happen often because no one ever dies in this shit show. Overall though, Blackbeard is an insanely good antagonist. While there are some who I'd say are better, like Griffith and Johan, Blackbeard has everything set up for him to be up there. While he hasn't had an arc just for him, I have no doubt that when he does, he'll be the greatest antagonist ever seen in One Piece. Other than Foxy. The antagonist to our enjoyment. That's it for me today though. Thank you. Hey guys, post me here, or future me. I'm not really good at going off script and just talking, so, well, shit. Well, just wanted to say thank you for 100 of you guys, which is insane to think about. Like, I started this because I was bored, and now this has become my second favorite thing to do. First, obviously, being to stare at Zoro's chest, but, yeah, just thank you, you know, it means a lot. And I appreciate you guys so much. And if there's anything you guys want to see me do for 100, like, celebration, I'm down. But, just thank you. Like, a lot. Means the world to me. And I love you guys. Alright, cool.